Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing great. So it's very important to have a discussion now regarding the roadmap of network security engineer, because already we are in the mid of 2026 and I can see most of you already started your network security journey in the January based on our discussion in December 2025. But still most of you guys are still thinking about that, when I can start, how I can start. So this is the one of the guidance call, right, and guidance discussion to everyone how you can become a network security engineer in 2026. Still we have almost 7 months remaining, and if you have a right plan, right approach, trust me guys, in 2026 itself you are going to become a network security engineer. It's a very clear roadmap and clear path I have defined for every network security engineer who have a dream and aspiration to become a network security engineer. But if you're just planning to keep thinking and not going to take an actions, so it is not going to be helpful for you. So my recommendations, how you want to start your career, what is a structured way, step-by-step process to become a network security engineer, that I'm going to discuss. So let's start. So if you want to build your future in network security, that is a high paid security in network security, means high paid job in the network security. That is the right time, right place to have a right discussion. So let's start guys. Myself Pankaj, and I'm the instructor, I'm the mentor of the network security, especially for the SD-WAN solution, firewall solutions, and also for the 𝗬𝗓𝗏 Prisma access and also CCN and CCNP. So if you have any doubt, any question, any clarifications, you can always reach out to me on this support number. You can write email on the info@gunit.com. Also you can visit the website where you can get the all details. So www.gunit.com. And let's start our session where we are going to discuss about the network security. So first I'll explain what is a network security and why it's very important. So as we know that in the recent infrastructure design, we have lot of network devices, lot of security devices, lot of cloud infrastructures. But the main backbone for the all organization, even it's a modern organizations or it might be the legacy organization, the network. If there is no network, no communication is going to happen. Even you're thinking about the AI infrastructure, if any AI infrastructure is going to build, network is the primary requirement. Let's suppose that if there is no network, then how you are going to communicate with the AI infrastructure? It's not possible guys, trust me, it is not possible at all, because internet is the prerequisite to access any AI tool, and internet is required to build over the network. So network is the prerequisite for the every communication. Even flight is going to fly, even you want to use any shipment from one country to another country, if you want to get electricity, you want to get any kind of the water supply, they all are connected to the internet. So network is everywhere, even your home that having a network. So when I talk the network is everywhere, and that network engineer demand is going to be always there. It's evergreen job, and if you are planning to become a network security engineer, you must know what is network, then only you can become a good network security engineer. But the only problem is that if you are just building your career on the network, it's a good, you are going to get very good opportunity, that's not an issue, right? But your growth is not going to that expected, like you're not going to get multi-bagger growth in your life being a just network engineer. But the moment you are going to add security in your skills, means you become a network engineer, also you're adding a security on your skills, you are going to get a lot of opportunity from the market. And that's why network security engineers become very popular nowadays market. Okay, so if I talk about network is any computers connecting any server, connected router, switches, so that all network. Then security is how to secure those all networks. Means if I want to secure my all network, nobody is going to get unauthorized access, nobody is going to get any kind of the vulnerability attack, virus attack, any data leak, any kind of the unauthorized access and all. So malicious activity I want to protect, any kind of the I want to just restrict from DOS attack, any spying activity attack. So you have to build the security on top of the network. Means you have to integrate some sort of the security products like the Palo Alto firewall, FortiGate firewall, Checkpoint firewall, Cisco SD-WAN, Cisco SD-WAN with the SASE solutions like SD-WAN itself have the network plus firewall features. Also you can just go for the cloud-based solutions as well, like 𝗬𝗓𝗏, Prisma Access, Netspoke, Cato. These all are possible, you can do that. So if you want to protect network from the attack, misuse and the unauthorized access, that is required the security, and these are the security portfolio. We can use the firewalls, we can use the VPNs, we can use the IDS, we can use the threat preventions, we can use the zero trust. That is the 𝗬𝗓𝗏 zero trust concept. That is going to ensure that your network integrity your network confidentiality and network availability is going to be there. So what is a confidentiality? Confidentiality means whatever data you have in your company that are always going to be intact, always going to be protected. What is the integrity? Integrity means you are not going to lose any kind of integrity of your company, means any kind of that you sending data, receiving data, so nobody going to manipulate anything, nobody going to misuse anything of your data. And availability is something, your network is always going to be uptime, it is going to give the best availability, so user will never face any kind of the downtime and application disruption. Think about that. You build a very good network, you apply very good security. Take an example for the railway ticketing systems, airport ticketing systems. My application is not available. I have very good confidentiality, very good integrity, but availability is not there. Then what is going to be happen, guys? If availability is not going to be there, then definitely users are not going to access your application. So what does the meaning of the confidentiality and integrity? There is no meaning. So you have to make sure your application should be completely confidential, they are available, and they have the proper integrity solutions available. So if you have all three CIA, this is known as CIA triad, right? CIA, we call it as CIA. So confidentiality, integrity, and availability. This all you are going to get from the network security. So that's why network security has become very much popular nowadays, and everyone is talking about network security. So it's a critical for every organization today. Means even you are the small organization, even you are the big organization, it doesn't matter. But if you want to make sure your network should be secure, your network should be always up and working, then your network security is very critical for your organizations. So that's why if you are going to add these skills, network and security together, that you are going to very unique in the market. You are going to very good high paid, you are going to get very good high paid job in the market. And that's why we are here to discuss about the network security. Now, why this network security matter in 2026 and beyond? Even not 2026, 2027, 2020, 30, 2020, 35. It is always going to be there. Your hospital is going to be there. Your banking is going to be there. Your any kind of the essential shops are going to be there. Similar, if you are thinking internet is going to be dead after 2020, 2030, 2035, that's your just dilemma. It's not going to be happen. If internet is going to be not dead, network security rules are not going to be dead. It's a evergreen, that means evergreen. Your grocery shops are never going to be closed. That means closed. Your hospitals are never going to be closed. Your electrician, plumber jobs are never going to be closed. It is always going to remain here. So similarly, network security engineer is always going to be there. Because cyber attacks are growing. Every year, 300% they are growing year and year, cyber attacks. So if cyber attacks are growing, so that means we require cyber soldiers who can just kill them cyber attackers, who can give the protection from cyber attack. So cyber attacks are growing, that means we require cyber soldiers. And who are the cyber soldier? Means we are the cyber soldier, who are the network security engineer. Means you are the good in the security, you are good in cloud security, network security, you are the right cyber security engineer. So that's your responsibility, every company responsibility. That firewall engineer, SOC engineer, cloud security, they have this strongly demand across the globe. Why? Because they have to protect these, bad, attackers. They are just destroying your reputation, stealing your data. They are just trying to, misuse your network informations. So you want to make such a platform where these can be act as a, road warriors. Not road warriors, means actual defender warriors. Road warriors is a term. So similarly, you can think about that. BSF is just giving security on the borders. Any unauthorized infiltration is going to be happen, they are going to kill. Similarly, anyone trying to do cyber attack, your cyber soldiers, basically NOC and SOC engineer, are going to be kill them. And if you talk about the strong demand, that means if you are adding the zero trust concept in your CB, SASE solution, secure access service edge, cloud security, like becoming the standard nowadays. And this having the very good demand in the market. Very good demand means very good demand and very high paid salary available. So network security jobs are always going to be recession proof career in your entire life. If you're just thinking for 10, 20 years, trust me guys, your internet is going to be there, your data center is going to be there, your all communication is going to be there. So you are also going to be there. Just you have to upgrade yourself. Time to time you have to upgrade. Network evolves, security evolves. there is some new layer of the technology is going to be, come to just protect in the modern cyber attacks. So you have to just learn something new. If you have the mindset to learn something new, you're definitely going to be, very good for this requirement, and it is going to be give the very opportunity in the market. All right. So moving further, if I talk about the future growth of the network security engineers, so India itself, recently Prime Minister also announced that India itself having a 2.5 millions cyber security professional requirement in 2026. Even it's going to be grow as well. But right now, 2026, we have the 3 million cyber security engineers requirement. If you talk about the globally cyber security market, they have the 350 US dollar billions market available across the globe. Means you can think about how much opportunity we have. 350 US dollar billions we have the market of the cyber security across the globe. So there is a very high growth, high demand, and especially the engineer who have the next gen of firewall engineer, means any cyber security, cloud security engineer, the foundation is network and then security. CCNA, then you have to start with the Palo Alto firewall, FortiGate firewall, Checkpoint firewall. So anyone who have the very good knowledge of the Palo Alto firewall, FortiGate firewall, Checkpoint firewall, they are going to be always in the top notch in the market. They have the very good demand in the market. But you are going to learn about the cloud security like AWS, Azure, how to secure them, their infrastructure by leveraging the Palo Alto solution, FortiGate solution, Checkpoint solution, or might be the internal AWS Azure security solutions that also giving the high paid opportunity in the market. But still security is going to be there. If you want to do the threat hunting experience, you want to become the expert to hunt the threats, like you want to become this expert to shoot the any kind of the unwanted people. So even shooter have the very good demand, because if you have the right shooting activity means skills, everyone try to hire you, because there are a lot of malicious people sitting around our country as well. So we need to shoot them always. So we need a shooter. We normal people cannot shoot them. So that's why SOC and threat intelligence, they are the actual warriors. They are sitting in the NOC and they keep killing the all attackers. If you're coming to my network, I will kill you. If you're coming in my system, I will just find you, isolate you, and I will just quarantine you, and then I will just give some kind of the reward type of the killing. So you are going to find that. So the SOC, threat intelligence are going to be there. Also you're going to get the SD-WAN, 𝗓𝗏 GT, and that's very good demand, guys. SD-WAN, software defined. If you're learning the Cisco SD-WAN solution, if you're learning any kind of the Prisma SD-WAN solutions, if you're running any 𝗬𝗏 SD-WAN solution, FortiGate SD-WAN solutions, SD-WAN is the backbone of the security. Why SD-WAN is backbone? Because they have the two component, guys. SD-WAN is not only the WAN. This is the WAN with firewall component. Means any SD-WAN you are going to use that. They have the routing switching concept. Definitely it is going to be there. Along with that, they are going to use your firewall concept. So this is also part of the 𝗓𝗏, Secure Service Edge and Zero Trust Network Access. So it is going to be there. If you're learning any automation, Zero Trust concept, that is also very good. So there are ultimate opportunity across the globe, across the any industry. If you're working for the healthcare, you're working in the banking sector, you're working in the cloud infrastructure, telecom sector, FMCG sectors, any kind of the government sector, PSU sector, there are everywhere opportunities for the network security. Just you have to upgrade yourself, and then you have to make sure you are doing the right thing in right strategy to just grow your career and do something better for the society. All right, so now if I talk about who all can start this career in network security. So if you're thinking I'm the freshers, I just done the BCA, BTech and BSc, MSc, still you can become network security engineer. If you dream to become a 30 LPA job seeker, 50 LPA job seeker, 10 LPA job seeker, means you want to grab the job of those high paid CTCs. So you can still start your journey from the BCA, BTech, BS. If you complete it, you start learning the first step, CCNA. This is your first step, and then CCNA after you can just go and learn the firewall. So this is for the freshers. Anyone, even you done the BCom, you can start your this journey, and there is no prerequisites going to require. You can simply go and start your learning. Very important thing, guys. These roles are non-coding jobs. Means you don't have to learn coding. No C++, no Java, no you have to learn any kind of the .NET. There is no coding required. It is real time like infrastructure. You can just always see these infrastructure around yourself. Even your home also have the network. If you're roaming to any kind of the metro station, you're going to find a network. Even your mobile have the network. That is also part of the network. How to take IP address, how to take MAC address, you're going to get in the mobile as well. Even mobile have the security. So anyone have the freshers, they want to become network security engineer, they can start with CCNA, then firewall, Palo Alto, FortiGate, anything they can learn. If you are the working professional, already you are the NOC, IT support, system admin, any kind of the system IT desktop analyst or desktop admin, even you can start with the CCNA. If you've done the CCNA, you start learning with the firewall. If you've done the CCNA, try to do with CCNP, and then you can do with the firewall. If you don't want to do CCNP, still you can go for the CCNA and the firewall. That is for the your roadmap. Then anyone have the CCNA, CCNP background, they also can learn the security, that firewall, cloud security, they can learn 𝗓𝗏 solution, they can learn. Cloud engineer also can learn about the security firewalls. Anyone wanting to switch their career, let's suppose you are in the different domain, you want to switch in the network security, also you can do that. There is no coding required. So if you have a just mindset to become a network security engineer, working anywhere, any platform, any level, you can just start learning. You can just start enjoying network fundamental. After enjoying the network fundamental, you can become the network security engineer. This is how things is going to be happen. All right. So key skills are going to be required. Definitely, basic networking is going to be always prerequisite to become a network security engineer. As I discussed that, then also you have to understand the firewall concept, VPN concept, SSL concept, NAT policy, logging and monitoring. Linux basic is also going to be required. So if you have the dream become a network security engineer, you have to focus on these skills. So firewall concept are going to give the security, network concept are going to give by the CCNA, and then some additional topic like VPN, NAT, policies, logging, monitoring, knowledge, and Linux. These all are going to be part of your journey, and you can get that high skill job. And then basically always when you're going to learn these all things, you're going to part of the high skill sections, not low skill section. We get network security always part of the high skills. High skills means you are going to get high CTC from the market, and high CTC from market, that you have the good opportunity to grow in your career. So this is how things is going to be happen. All right. So if I go further, if I technology matters, so in network security, we have the technology like you can just go with the SD-WAN, Palo Alto firewall, FortiGate firewall, checkpoint firewall, F5 LTM, 𝗀𝗏, AWS Azure. So these are the roadmap. Means you start with the CCNA and CCNP. This is the first thing. Then you can start learning this technology to become a, if you have a dream to go with a 50 LPA, 60 LPA, right? Not in 1 year or 6 months. It's a long term game. But you're targeting this CTC, even 70 LPA plus, you want to go that. This is your roadmap. You have to start learning this technology. And trust me guys, if you become the 2 firewall champion, this CCNA, CCNP, SD-WAN champion and 𝗀𝗏 champion, you can get easily 50 plus 60 LPA job. If you have the 5 means 10 plus year experience, 15 plus year experience, or if you have the 5 plus year experience, you can 20, 30 LPA, you can easily get that based on the CCNA, CCNP, SD-WAN, 𝗀𝗏 and the FortiGate and Palo Alto firewall. They are very high demand in the market. So you can just try to learn these all things, and they're going to give the opportunity, good opportunity from the market. So you can become a network security engineer, you can become the firewall engineer, SOC analyst, L1, L2. Roles are available. Based on that, you can become the VPN engineer, you can become the threat intelligence engineer, you can become the security administrator, you can become the cloud security engineer. So you can get all these opportunity. These jobs are going to be available once you've done these courses, and once you learn these all courses in sequence way in the right manners. Now it's come that what is CTC you are going to get. So you can see in India, if you're in the fresher network security, you can easily get 4 to 6 LPA CTC. You can get easily, if you have a 2 to 4 year of experience, 7 to 12 LPA CTC. This is a very bare minimum I'm talking about that. It's a bare minimum CTC you're going to get that. 5 to 8, you can get 14 to 20 LPA. 10 years, you can just get up to 25 to 65 plus LPA. Depend on your skill set, how much skills you are learning. But if you're learning 3-4 skills throughout this, all course what I discussed in the previous slide, you have the opportunity to get these all means all jobs from the across in the India market. If you go in the global market, you can get $80,000 to $150, and Canada 70 to $130, UK 50,000 pound to pounds to 90,000 pound. I mean, Middle East you can get 12,000 to the 25,000 per month. They are talking about that. So you can get this kind of opportunity in the global market. So this is a very good and very high paid skill career in the market. So that much salary you can get, and you can enjoy your career. Now if I talk step by step roadmap to become a network engineer, so already I discussed in very high level, means in previous slide I just write that. But the very first step, let's understand the roadmap. You have to discuss about you have to build a strong knowledge in the networking, CCNA and CCNP. Second step, you have to learn the firewalls. Third step, you have to learn the security operations. Like if you want to become a SOC engineer, so some troubleshooting skills required. Some tools you have to use like XDM, XDR. These are the security operations tools. Then you can just do the forensic. You can do the automations, threat hunting, isolation, quarantine. These all activity you're going to do that. Then cloud security. That is a 𝗬𝗓𝗏 access, 𝗀𝗏, NetSpoke. And then you can just go, means do the real world lab practice, real use case studies, and then you can go for certifications. Certifications are not mandatory. You can initially do for CCNA certification, CCNP certification, file certification. But if you are doing already job and you are earning good, certification always not asked by the company. But you can do after 5 years, 6 years, good certifications as well. But the target, you should start with CCNA, CCNP, learn Firewall, learn the security best practices, learn 𝗬𝗓𝗏 access, 𝗀𝗏, NetSpoke, and then go and do the labs and practice and then go for certification. They will give the right strategy. This is the complete roadmap to become a network security engineer in 2026. So this is how a roadmap is going to look like. So if you have any doubt, any question, still need a clarification, you always can reach out this number. You can always write an email on this email. You can always read it on website. You're going to get idea about that. Okay, so if I talk about, I believe that's all about the roadmap. In case, right, if you want to start your any of the course journey, right, that is a final statement I want to give that, because we discussed a lot of things. Now might be your question is going to come in mind, how I can start, from where I can start. So if you have the any stage, let's say you done the CCNA and you want to learn the firewall. If you learn the firewall, you want to learn the security operations, or maybe the cloud security, you want to do lab practice, even you want to do the certification. So to whom I need to contact? So let me clarify. We are 𝗀𝗏𝗃 Technologies. You can see we are the 𝗀𝗏𝗃 Technology. We are the private company based on the Delhi NCR. And we are providing the 24/7 lab supports, also providing the all technologies courses. So if you have the dream to learn anything, what I discussed in the throughout this all journey, you can reach out to this number for the course inquiry. You can visit our website if you want to get the pre-recorded course, or might be the lab access. Also you can write an email. So somebody from the 𝗀𝗏𝗃 support team is going to reach out to you. Even you want to talk to me also, you can just schedule a meeting with your counselors, and they are going to schedule a meeting with me, and we can talk, we can identify your problems, and based on that we can just make an action plan as well. So thank you guys. I hope I give some value addition in your careers, like I just demonstrate what is right way to become a network security engineer in 2026. So still we have a 7 month. Trust me, I discussed this roadmap in 2025 December, right? Now after 6 months I'm discussing, still we have a 7 month. I will try to come again on the same topic in October or November, not September or October, and then we'll just see where you are and just try to understand, and again I'll give any update is going to be required, so definitely I'll add that. So thank you so much. See you again in the next lectures and next discussion. Have a good day, and bye bye. Take care of yourself.